Thanks for listening to the MADExWEST VLODCAST. Please stay social at MXW VLODCAST on Twitter and MXW VLODCAST on Instagram. Do not forget, you can find us on our personal pages. I'm at Second Kings 4, and he's Made Fitness CT.
Find the full workouts and some behind-the-scene footage on YouTube. And remember, the full podcast can be found on iTunes and Spotify. All you got to do is search MADExWEST VLODCAST. That's MADExWEST VLODCAST.
Shout out to Aviators for being our new sponsor. We appreciate it.
Good afternoon, folks. We are men not in black.
So listen, the last podcast over at The View,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, you had those glasses on.
I didn't have these on, the black ones.
All right, but you had big aviators on.
The aviators,
I had
yeah.
some little ass glasses.
A little small, like
It was like a schmedium.
it was.
So I was like, yo, I got to bring out the XLs today because I knew you were going to do it. Sometimes you got to bring out those XLs.
You got to, man.
Even if they don't fit.
But look at these though. These are still pretty big too.
Those
man.
fit your face good.
But we look like stars.
Nah, I look like a beetle.
We look like Beatles.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Big ass eyes.
We look like we own something.
Shout out to Aviators for
Men not in black. Welcome back to the show, folks. I'm sweating like a slave up in this.
You got some back sweat.
Can I say that on the show?
You can say whatever you want to say.
All right, cool.
We ain't rated no more. We don't keep track of the episodes. We are not rated.
Not at all. So I'm at Second Kings 4, and he's
At Made Fitness CT.
and this is what we're doing today, folks. We're doing another free ride for you.
For August.
August.
It's August.
Another-
Last one
already.
was July.
Damn, it's flying by, ain't it?
So, yo, you preach.
Hey, we did say
Preach.
we did say we was gonna make a strong comeback, and we're back now.
We're
Obviously,
back.
you can tell we're back and in full effect. Still at the 5 and dime, still doing the big. As a matter of fact, we got to go up there in a little bit.
Yeah, about 20 minutes or so.
All right, let's do this like Brutus. You ready?
Let's get it. Let's start where when I just got here, we were talking about something.
We're talking about inspiration.
We're talking about Rocky.
Rocky 4. Has anyone seen Rocky 4?
One of our favorite movies.
Has anyone not seen Rocky 4?
Yo, has anyone not heard of Rocky? Because if that's the case, yo, just turn it off.
Just turn it off.
We don't want to be friends.
Shut the podcast off now
We don't want to be friends.
and just go do something different with your life.
And if you're Italian like me, and you don't know who Rocky is,
Something's wrong. My name is Italian. Really, Anthony is an Italian name. So.
we're gonna send you to Jupiter.
All right, so in regards to Rocky, what I like about that movie is I think it's very inspirational.
Always inspirational.
There's a lot of stuff going on with that movie that like I didn't realize when I was a kid. So like I'm watching a movie a little while ago, and it's the one where he's fighting against the big Russian guy.
Yes.
And I think around that time, the stars was Dolph Lundgren was the big Russian guy, and obviously Sylvester Stallone. But the other people that play a part too, like what's that woman's name?
I can't.
She was on Flavor of Love.
New York?
Nah, not New York. Not New York.
Beatrice.
No, not
Bridget.
No.
Bridget.
Brigitte Nielsen, yes.
Foofy
That was-
Foofy.
That was his Foofy. That was his wife. So like, check this out. So like,
Yo, I miss Flavor of Love though. That show, yo, that was so good.
I don't know, man. Flavors.
Yeah,
It's
but
an
I mean, you
interesting
talk about
guy.
an odd couple. Damn,
Well, they look like they loved each other.
they did.
Oh, well, you know. you
Love
can't
works
stop
in
love.
mysterious ways.
That was mysterious.
Back to Rocky.
Back to Rocky. So like, what got me was like, okay, when Apollo Creed died in the beginning,
Yeah,
I felt that touched me a little bit.
yeah.
It hit me right in here.
I liked
But what's
Apollo.
interesting, like the bigger picture, I think was like at that time in the U.S. and Russia, there was like, what was going on again? Was it the Cold War? Was it the Cold War and all that stuff? U.S. versus Russia, like the Olympics and all that
Yeah.
stuff going on. So like, in terms of that, like you
Got
had
a friend. Got a friend.
the barking dogs,
Must have saw the glasses.
small ass big dogs.
Oh, that's kind of like me. Small ass big dog.
We had, what was it? So at the beginning of the movie, Apollo Creed comes out.
No spoilers though. Just in case people haven't seen it, we can't be spoilers.
Oh, okay. Who hasn't seen Rocky though?
Somebody may not have seen Rocky 4.
Okay.
There's a bunch.
Well, at
Go
the
ahead.
beginning of the movie, when Apollo comes out with the red, white, and blue, he's singing with James Brown singing "Living in America,"
Famous shorts.
the famous shorts.
Wish
that
I had
was
a pair of the
cool.
Apollo shorts.
Really?
Yeah, they were cool, man. They were the American flag. I like that.
Yeah, but those are
You
really
know I'm
little
patriotic.
shorts, man.
Say again?
Those are really little shorts, man.
I'm a really little guy, so it fit my
Man,
ass.
I'm not,
Anyway,
I'm not wearing those, man. I need to squat some more. I need some more squats first.
get some FUBU.
For us, by us. And then, like, when he fought, okay, so he dies. So he kills him in the ring, plain and simple. And then, like, so now Rocky challenges him, and Rocky wants to fight him in Russia. So when they go to Russia now, Rocky comes out in his red, white, and blue shorts. But Dolph Lundgren and them come out. You got the CCC,
Yeah.
P flag, and all that stuff. And it's like Russia versus the U.S. And, like, it was very touching. It was very touching. It was very inspirational to watch them fight.
Yeah,
All right.
that was a good one.
That was a good one.
You know, I'm going to share with everyone one of my favorite Rocky movies that he hasn't seen, because we just talked about this when I got here. Rocky Balboa is the name. I forget what number is that. Would that be 5?
Nah, it's got to be like 6.
5 or 6. It's one, but it's just called Rocky Balboa.
It wasn't young Stallone. I'll tell you that.
No, it's the one when Sylvester Stallone's retired,
Yeah.
and then he's thinking about coming back
Again?
to face whoever it was, the top dog. I forget his name, but the reason that it's my favorite is because it's one of the most motivational. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like the most motivational dialogue in all of his movies.
I like that word. I like that.
So there's a lot of
word's
speeches
choice.
that, like, there's a lot of ups and downs, but there's a lot of speeches. You know,
Yeah.
he's still grieving over his wife's death. Trouble relationship
Adrian!
trouble relationship between him and his son. You can't give something up that you love, so do you give it up or do you come back in? He's trying to keep that relationship with his wife's brother, who's still alive.
Oh, okay.
But
That's pretty interesting.
it's
That's pretty interesting.
just watch it alone, just for the motivation and the speeches. Anytime it's on, I have to leave it on and watch it. Or anytime I need to get lifted up, that's my go-to, baby. Rocky Balboa. You know what else is a good boxing movie?
What else?
So let's just put this on the table, because I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Boxing movies are my jam.
Really?
Like, I'm obsessed with boxing movies for some reason. If there's a movie that's coming out that is about boxing, I usually never go to the movie theaters, but that's like one case where I go. The Fighter.
Yeah.
Christian Bale and
gotta
Marky
see
Mark.
that.
Mark Wahlberg. Oh my
I
God.
heard that was a good
Unbelievable
movie, too.
story. Won awards. And Southpaw, I love, with Jake Gyllenhaal. That's a good story.
But you see, I'm like a big kid, man. I'm all about the Marvel movies.
You like G-Wagon.
I'm all about
Greg
the
is
Marvel
too.
movies. I'm like Infinity War came out, and
Never saw
tomorrow they got to come out on Blu-ray, right?
Oh, word?
And tomorrow, so I mean,
The only ones I've seen is Batman. Is that Marvel, though?
That's not Marvel. That's DC. That don't even count. Sorry. Y'all
I saw
ain't Marvel.
Deadpool.
That's Marvel, but
Deadpool and Batman. I said I'm not into
I
any
heard
of the other
Deadpool
stuff.
was good, but I ain't.
It's funny.
I never really was into it.
There's a lot of swear words.
Ryan Reynolds was good though.
That's
He's a
my
good
boy.
actor.
I like Ryan
He's a good
Reynolds.
actor. You know he lives close by here.
That's what you were saying.
Well, close enough. They don't live by me,
We have
but
to
he
get
lives
him-
close enough.
We have to get him to show up at the 5 and Dime
I
on a
hope
Monday.
so, man. See, the only way to get him to come is he got to talk to Mark Wahlberg. He the only one bringing celebrities in.
That's because he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah, he's Canadian. He probably does, like, what's a Canadian? Title boxing. Is that Canadian?
I love kickboxing.
There you go.
Let me
Anyway.
see. Like, okay, so I went to I don't know. I know you know I went to a Perform Better conference last week.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So
Because that should
Carlos-
be motivational, right?
it pretty much was, man. So Carlos, our studio manager at F45, hello, CFB Fitness. So we went to a conference, a Perform Better conference in Rhode Island, and like I think he went to more of the business forums because like you know he's very geared towards like business and like structure and all that stuff. And I went to most of the stuff where like it was hands on and like you know just motivational speech type stuff.
Yeah.
So like all the people there that were talking, I learned a little bit about queuing, a little more about the business side of things. But what was most important to me out of the 7 people that I saw, everyone had this one thing. They all went through something that made the switch turn on in them and say, hey, this is what I need to be doing. They all
Like a traumatic thing in their life?
That's a
Okay.
good word. Something that turned them on and made them realize this is what it's about. It's not about me. It's about them.
Yeah.
And they had to find ways to inspire people. And the only way to inspire someone is for you to be inspired. So how do you inspire yourself? How do you inspire yourself? What gets you to the point to where you now know how to inspire someone or know what to inspire yourself in order to get someone to feed off of that energy?
I like that.
Wow, I like that. That was deep.
Yo, we're getting deep.
Yo,
That was good, though.
that was deep.
And that was at the conference?
That was at the conference. So, like, that's
Did
what
they
I
have
took
Tony
from
Robbins
it.
there?
He wasn't there, but that's what I took from it. Because, like, Brian at Dragon Master Brian on Instagram was the first AT that I went to sit and listen to during the Perform Better conference. Now, to my understanding, I hope I heard correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brian. Someone died in your arms, and I think at that point, while listening to you, after you got us a little more loose, that's when I started to realize how much passion, how you turned that particular situation, that I'm going to use the word tragic situation, for lack of a better word, into something inspirational to push you towards your greatness now. Because listening to you speak really motivated me, and it gave me the unction to want to ask you the question, how can I take my whatever skill set I have to the next level? And when I asked you that question, you had a really good response from me. And, I wanted to get to talk to you a little bit more, but obviously you were very busy. A lot of people wanted to talk to you. A lot of things were happening, but I do appreciate that particular moment of you, explaining to us in the course at the Perform Better conference. There were a few other, speakers that I thought I really connected with. One was Martin Rooney. Martin Rooney told a story about culture. He talked about culture in your home, your culture in the home, culture in your fitness business, the culture within yourself. Okay, so it was more of he went into saying that it starts at home. Whatever you want starts at home. Whatever you believe in starts at home. If you can dive into what is important to you, then you're able to extract that. You're able to give that to people, to give them that energy and let them realize what's important to them. Like, you have to care. You have to find a way.
Yeah.
You have to find it in yourself to care. Like, if you don't care, then you're not going to help anyone.
Nah. What's your next step as a trainer?
Good
like,
question.
what's your goal as a trainer? Like, what do you want to work towards maybe the next 1 to 5 years?
1 to 5 years. I would love
And it could be long term, or it could be something that's a short term goal. But as a trainer, like, what's your next plan of action?
Well, this is going to be tricky because, first of all, I'm at F45. So becoming more involved in F45 overall, rather than just being a head coach, wanting to be like in the thick of things when it comes to coaching, making better decisions as a coach.
Yep.
And being able to like make sure that whatever energy I give out, that my coaches can actually do that too. Because like, I don't brag a lot. I just like to do what I do. And like, I notice that sometimes we don't all have it as coaches. Like, there's something we don't have that people need. We're always giving them what they want.
Yeah.
But we need to be able to give them what they need by giving them what they want. And we don't do that. We're continuously giving them what they want. And I want to give them what they need by somehow giving them what they want. In terms of like moving, I want to one day own my own fitness facility again. Something small, nothing crazy. But I want to incorporate a psychological component, a meditative component, and not just yoga. Because like, yoga is like in every fitness center. Yoga is in every gym. So if we can have them come in every day, we greet them with a smile. Every day there's something written on the wall that says welcome. Yeah. And when they leave, there's something that says, thank you for being here. And when they're here, we can give them something every time they come. So this is the place they want to be. It's a strength training place. The name of it is Weights, Endurance, and Strength Training. It's West Fitness, W-E-S-T.
Yo!
So like, I've already gotten this concept in my mind, but it just hasn't come together yet.
I like that. That's sick. One of my goals is to go back to creating my own class, since I don't do this full time.
Yeah.
And I'm at F45 with you, which I love, and I don't plan on going anywhere from there, but I do want to add to my rapport. Yeah. I miss it. I miss having my own taste.
Yeah, man, I want people to see me like when, I don't want to come down. I don't want people to see me on the street and be like, oh, that's AJ, he bouncing around, I'm a clown. I ain't a clown, man. I like to joke around. When I'm in the gym, I'm free.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I'm free to help you. I'm not free just to be a clown. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not just sitting there bouncing. I mean, yeah, I bounce off the walls because, shit, that's what we do.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing. I don't want people to look at me and just think, oh, it's cool to go there because he does this. Nah.
Yeah.
I want you to understand I'm there for a reason.
Yeah. Let's end our segment today with 3 things that you have to do every day and that you would recommend somebody to do every day.
Ooh, 3 things that you
Just
have
3
to
things.
do every day?
Like if you had to say, listen, if I can give you 3 pieces of advice and you do this every day, it can make a positive impact in your life.
So 3 things that I think are important to do every day. These are things I do.
Mm-hmm.
So like, okay, get enough sleep at night. That's one. Eat when you wake up in the morning, eat a good breakfast.
Start your day the right way.
Eat a good breakfast.
Get that Equate gummy in the morning.
And make sure that you pray every morning.
I like that. First thing I'd say is drink as much water as possible.
Okay.
How's that? Better? They say to drink half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you're 150 pounds, to drink 75 ounces, not 75 pounds of water, right? So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. My second thing, I'm going to agree with you on the meditation principle. I think that's important, to meditate, pray, something like that, where you just put your phone down, turn off everything around you and be in your own thought, or try not to think at all and just be appreciative of that moment. And the last thing that I would recommend would be to read or watch something that's going to make a positive change. So, for example, I just bought a house. We've mentioned that, and I try to do a lot on my own, even if I don't know how to do it. So I'll try to read up on it or catch a YouTube video on it, and then it's motivating to me because I'm challenging myself to do something that I've never done.
I like that.
Maybe you buy a new book and your goal is to read a chapter a day until you finish the book. Reading the Bible, things like that. Watching motivational speeches on YouTube, something to inspire you, maybe a health tip. But just get some kind of positivity, not from social media, from another media outlet. And again, it could be a book, magazine, it could be something online. I think if you do those 3 things, or your 3 things, could make a positive impact in some way in your life.
Our goal, folks, today is not to inspire everybody, but to inspire at least one person that's seen this show. But we go through shit just like you do. And the more
That's
you go
for damn
through,
sure.
the more you go through, the more you learn, the more you understand.
Preach.
The more you push yourself towards greater knowledge.
Preach.
Because
That's all we got for y'all, folks.
That's it.
This was our a little August freestyle. Hopefully you see us again in September.
I'll be here.
We'll make
I'll
it.
actually live here. So.
Yeah. We are back in the garage in case you have not realized it. We got the tire, we got the bench, we got the Heineken keg can up there.
And my not so Yeti cup.
He got his Exxon Mobil Yeti cup. We don't know what's in it, but something magical is in it. So we'll come and see you again sometime in September. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like.
Let us know what you think we can do better.
Anything. I bet you.
Anything.
Well, that list could be pretty big,
Pretty long.
but we'll take it.
This long.
We'll take it with a grain of salt. All right. Anything else you want to add? Where can they find you?
At Second Kings 4.
I'm at Made Fitness CT. We're at MADExWEST VLODCAST on Instagram. And we're going to see you guys next time.
Because right now we're headed to the 5 and down.
We got to go get it done. Now we got to be serious, all right? Put your serious face on before we go. Peace.
That's the best I can.
Let's roll.